Have you ever wondered what goes on inside the head of a Sigma male, or why they act the way they do? A Sigma male is a mysterious breed of man known to navigate life like a lone wolf, keeping to himself and never having to rely on others. Many people misunderstand the Sigma male, mistaking his disinterest in others as a sign of a superiority complex. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma males have many valid and logical reasons for why they tend to ignore a lot of people, and it's not because they think they are better than others. In a world brimming with superficiality, transactional relationships, and incessant drama, the Sigma male's propensity to distance himself is not a manifestation of arrogance, but rather a deliberate and calculated response to the myriad of disappointments and betrayals he has encountered throughout his life. This misunderstood character trait is just one of many intricate layers that defines what it means to be a Sigma male. In today's video, I'll be discussing 8 brutal realities behind why Sigma males ignore people. Let's get right into it. Number 1. They are lost in their own thoughts. While most people can relate to the occasional daydream, Sigma males take this mental escapism to an entirely new level. They become entirely absorbed in their thoughts, diving deep into whatever they are fixated on at the moment. This intense focus often leads them to avoid engaging in many social activities, leading others to mistakenly label them as antisocial. However, this behavior is not a rejection of social interaction, but rather a reflection of their natural tendency to analyze and reflect on the things that are most important to them. It's not that they don't value social connections. It's just that their minds are often preoccupied with thoughts and ideas that demand their attention. People often mistake this as a Sigma male ignoring them, when the reality is that they are just deeply immersed in thought. Number 2. They need alone time. Sigma males place immense value on their alone time, as it provides them with a much-needed sanctuary to gain mental clarity and meticulously analyze their thoughts without any distractions or disruptions. Their natural tendency to get lost in their own thoughts makes solitude not just preferable, but essential for them to comfortably explore the depths of their minds without the pressure of having to be present for others. Unfortunately, this inclination for solitude is often misinterpreted by others as antisocial behavior. However, it is not a disdain for social interaction that drives them to seek solitude, but rather a deep-seated need to recharge and reflect in a space free from external influences. This desire for alone time is not a rejection of others, but rather a crucial aspect of self-care and mental well-being for the Sigma. Number 3. People are incredibly shallow and judgmental. Sigma males understand that everyone has their own flaws and quirks, and that the pursuit of perfection is a futile endeavor. Hence, when they encounter people who seem to revel in being painfully judgmental, it is a complete turn-off for them. A Sigma male has no desire to surround themselves with people who are overly shallow, superficial, and constantly putting others down. These traits are the opposite of everything a Sigma male stands for, and as a result, they will intentionally ignore and distance themselves from self-absorbed individuals who exhibit these traits. For the Sigma male, life is too short and too precious to waste on people who choose to dwell in negativity and superficiality. The truth is, people who are overly judgmental have a terrible mindset. They are too busy focused on putting others down instead of building themselves up. A Sigma male, on the other hand, is very encouraging and does not hoard success selfishly. They desire success for everyone. So, as they work on their own self-improvement, they simultaneously uplift those around them rather than putting them down. Number 4. People are too sensitive to handle the truth. Let's face it, sometimes the truth can hurt, but it may be necessary to hear in order to grow and develop into a better person. In the world today, there is an abundance of people who cannot handle any form of criticism, even when it is constructive and well-intended. For Sigma males, being around people who are too fragile to face the truth or accept any form of criticism is incredibly taxing. They prefer to surround themselves with people who can handle honest feedback and use it as a catalyst for growth. Sigma males actively avoid overly sensitive people because they do not want to be around those who require them to constantly walk on eggshells. For them, honesty is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and if someone is unable to handle that, it is a clear indicator that they are not compatible with the Sigma male's straightforward and no-nonsense approach to life. Number 5. They avoid overly dramatic people. As Sigma males age, their tolerance for overly dramatic individuals diminishes significantly. These drama seekers are mentally draining, seemingly thriving on problems rather than solutions. It's as if they secretly relish the chaos, as it often garners them the attention they so desperately crave. Sigmas simply do not have the time or energy to deal with these types of people, who, more often than not, turn a deaf ear to advice. They are the kind of people who prefer to wallow in self-pity and complaints rather than take sound advice to heart and make a change. This bitter reality leaves the Sigma male with no choice but to distance themselves from such individuals, as their incessant negativity and refusal to evolve becomes too burdensome to bear. Number 6. Transactional relationships. In today's world, the fabric of relationships often seems woven with threads of transactional motives. People, more often than not, are on the lookout for what they can gain from others, whether it be wealth, power, or status. This unrelenting hunt for personal gain has given rise to a generation of social climbers whose transparent motives are easily spotted by Sigma males. Recognizing the superficiality of such connections, Sigma males actively distance themselves from these individuals. They have a strong preference for genuine, meaningful relationships over superficial, transactional ones, which is why their circles of friends or trusted associates tend to be exceptionally small. It's a dark reflection of the society we live in, where genuine connections are rare and self-serving motives often lurk beneath the surface. Number 7. They value those they can learn from. Sigma males often steer clear of people who do not offer intellectual stimulation. They have a distinct aversion to interactions that bring nothing meaningful to the table, and instead actively seek out people from whom they can learn and grow. For them, a connection is most valued when it involves engaging, stimulating conversations about topics that intrigue them, rather than the mundane, surface-level exchanges commonly associated with small talk. This preference stems from their desire for continuous self-improvement and growth, both intellectually and personally. The last thing a Sigma male wants is to be stuck in a room with someone boring, incapable of holding a conversation that never moves past discussing the weather. Number 8. They've been betrayed by someone they once trusted. In the past, Sigma males have endured the sting of betrayal by those they once held in deep trust. This experience, though painful, has made them exceedingly cautious about whom they decide to trust in the future. It is not uncommon for Sigmas to find it difficult to establish deep connections with many people, as they have become incredibly selective about bestowing their trust. This careful approach may give the impression that they are closed off from society, but in reality, they are merely exercising caution to protect themselves from further hurt. It is a way of self-preservation, born out of past experiences, that enables them to navigate their social world with a keen sense of discernment. Having the trust of a Sigma male is one of the highest forms of respect that they can show you. Do you agree with the points I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. For those looking to achieve greatness, like the video and subscribe for more just like this one. Click here to see what all Sigma males truly fear.